Sup peoples, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you 50, just multiply this by 5 because I don't have 50 fingers, character questions to ask yourself about your characters to get to know them better and be able to write them better. I'm going to be breaking this down into 4 different categories: aesthetic, personality, relationship, and life. So let's get started. Basically, how this is going to work is I wrote them all down, I will read them off and give a brief pause after I read each question so that you can either think your answer, write down your answer, say your answer, whatever you want to do. I would suggest writing them down so you have them for later use. The first category is aesthetic. Question 1. Do they wear makeup? And if so, what kinds? Question 2. What's their favorite color? Question 3. What color do they wear the most and why is this? Does this differ from their favorite color? And if so, why? Question number 4. What color hair do they have? Question 5. What shape face do they have? You can use Google for this if you don't know off the top of your head. Question 6. How thick are their eyebrows? Question 7. What kind of shoes do they like to wear? Question 8. How would you describe their eyes in 3 words? Question 9. What would they wear to prom? Question 10. Describe an outfit they'd wear in spring. Question 11. Describe an outfit they'd wear in summer. Question 12. Describe an outfit they'd wear in autumn. Question 13. Describe an outfit they'd wear in winter. Is this getting repetitive yet? Question 14. What would they wear on a date and why? What sort of appearance do they want to project? Question 15. What do they wear as pajamas? The category of aesthetic was supposed to ask you questions about your character's appearance, their visual appearance. This way, it can help you flesh out little details like face shape or eyebrow thickness that maybe you didn't think of. I feel like when you create a character, you usually know like their hair color and their eye color and how tall they are. But a lot of times, I don't think about the little details until they come up, like someone's face shape or the type of nose they have. So I wanted to ask little questions along those lines. You can add what shape nose do they have if you want a 51st question. The next category is personality. Question 16. What's their favorite band? If you're using a fantasy or science fiction setting, basically anything besides contemporary, this may be a made-up band, or maybe you want to just skip it and not have to create a whole band. You could just write what sort of genre of music they like. Question 17. What's their favorite song by this band and why? Question 18. What's their favorite food? Question 19. What's their favorite book? Question 20. What's their favorite movie? This is the same as with the music one. If there aren't really movies, like modern movies, in your world, then just ignore this. Question 21. What subject were they best at in school? Question 22, and the most important. Are they a cat person or a dog person? Question 23. Are they a hugger? Question 24. Which 3 characters from media remind you of them? This can be certain traits or elements. It could be appearance-based, but I'd go more with personality. Question 25. If they saw a stranger's cat stuck in a tree, what would they do? Question 26. If they saw their own cat stuck in a tree, what would they do? I think that the difference between these questions, or the similarities between them, can help you get to know your character a little bit better and know a little bit more about the way they interact with the world. Question 27. If they saw one of their friends getting picked on, what would they do? Question 28. If they saw a stranger getting picked on, what would they do? Question 29. If they were getting picked on, what would they do? I really think that the differences and similarities between these 3 questions can tell you a lot about your character and how they interact with other people. Question 30. Do you have a song that reminds you of them? What is it and why? I always make character playlists. I always do it. Question 31. Looking this up online if you don't already know it. What does their name mean? Does its description fit them in your mind? Yes or no? Question 32. What's their favorite feature or trait that they possess? Question 33. What's their least favorite feature or trait that they possess? Question 34, and the last in this category. What sort of artistic pursuit would you say they're most inclined towards? I tried to put some sort of like scenarios into this section just to help you get a better grasp of like what sort of things your character would do in certain situations and how those might differ from if someone else was in that same situation. I just thought this would be a neat way to help you get to know your character a little bit better. Now we are on to the next category, which is relationships. Question 35. Who is their best friend? Does that person consider them their best friend in return? If that's confusing, let's say that the characters are named Sally and Harry. If Harry is Sally's best friend, does Harry think that Sally is his best friend? Question 36. Do they have any pets? And if so, what are their names? Question 37. How close are they with their parents? And why is this? Number 38. Are they single or in a couple? Who are they with? Or if they're single, who were they last with? Number 39. Do they want to be in a relationship or do they not? Question 40. Who is the most important person in their life? Question 41. Do they have a large friend group? Question 42. Do they want a large friend group? Question 43. Do they have any nicknames? And if so, who calls them these nicknames? For example, my character in the NaNoWriMo novel I'm currently writing has a couple different nicknames, mostly from his parents. His dad calls him Squirt, they both call him Kiddo, his mom calls him Air Bear, and then his older sister calls him Airy. I think that relationships are a huge part of what makes your character connect with the world around them and shapes their personality, as well as just the situation they're in. It can be a great plot device and also just a fascinating part of their character. I have some videos up right now, one about villains and one about complex protagonists, and I will link them above if you're interested in delving into more character creation-y stuff. The villain one has an example of a villain family dynamic that I really enjoy. Now we are into the final category, life. Wow, that's sort of deep if you think about it. Anyway, question 44. Where do they live and how long have they lived there? Question 45. What was the happiest day of their life? Question 46. What was the saddest day of their life? Question 47. What is their dream career? Question 48. What do they think stands in the way of their dream future? This is when we start getting deep. Question 49. What actually stands in the way of their dream future? And is it the same as what they think does? Yes or no? And I'll end on a heavy question. Number 50. What do they regret? Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments if you would like me to do another one of these videos. I would be happy to do more character questions, world building questions, or other sorts of things. I could even do a video with like 10 to 50 prompts for writing short stories or something. This is a fun format that I would love to play around with more, so definitely like this video if you would like me to make more, and let me know in the comments what sort of ones you'd be interested in seeing. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you can see the next videos that I post. Like next time, I'm really excited about what I'm coming out with. Ooh, I want to say spoilers. Okay, it's romance related.